Listen, I'm gonna say this because I'm not gonna let the story go to where it don't supposed to go. You in my house, we having an argument, all right? We grown-ups. If you wanna leave, leave. The kids is upstairs sleeping in my bed. You wanna go upstairs and take the kids, wake them up into this grown-up argument which shouldn't have happened. Instead of letting them sleep, you wanna snatch her and take her with you. Then you got a dude coming in my bedroom where my kids is asleep and they're trying to get in my bed and take my kids because all of y'all are drunk. Y'all can't drive with these kids drunk. I'm not letting that happen. This dude is coming in my room, getting in my bed to take my kid. I'm going to defend my kids and I'm gonna defend my space. And now when they call the police, no problem. I'm sure the police gonna come and understand what I'm going through. Then I go to jail. I'm in my bedroom. They're in there snatching my kids out of the bed while they're asleep and they're waking up yelling and screaming and crying. A dude is getting my kid out of the bed, bro. I'm going for mine. For my kids, I'ma double down on that. Y'all can't do that. But you know what? It is what it is. I love my kids. I'm not playing about my kids, and that's it. That's it. I'm in my house. Y'all in my bedroom. Taking my kids out of the bed at 4 in the morning. With a man, with you, in my bedroom. I don't know what else I would have done. I showed self-control. I didn't touch Princess. I didn't touch nobody until the nigga started trying to get in the bed and snatch my kid. That's a whole nother thing, man. I'm in my house. I hate that this shit happened.
Yo, Ray, if you see this, breathe, brother. Breathe. Take a quick second. Call my phone. I know exactly how this feels and what you're going through, bro. I know it feels like the world is against you right now, man, but nah, don't even worry about it, bro. Keep your head up. Don't listen to the blogs, don't read the comments, unplug from that. You feel me? Don't vent on this internet, don't do none of that. My prayers up to you, brother. I ain't about to come on here, bash at you, laugh at you, do none of that. It's love, peace, King. Holla at me, man, so we can really have a sit down and talk.
A man with a heart functioning at 25% capacity just stepped into a fighting cage, took a knockout punch in round 2, and ended up back in a Las Vegas hospital the same night. That's where Ray J's 2026 has landed. And to understand how he got here, you need the full story. From the January diagnosis that his family says almost killed him, to the MMA fight that put him right back in a hospital bed. It started on January 6th, 2026. Ray J admitted himself to a Las Vegas hospital with pneumonia and chest pain. His mother, Sonia Norwood, and her husband didn't find out through any public announcement. A friend reached out with alarming information, and the couple traveled to Las Vegas. Immediately, when she arrived, she found her son experiencing chills, severe chest pain, and unable to move. Doctors ran x-rays, an echocardiogram, and an angiogram. What they found was not what anyone expected. Ray J's heart was pumping at only 25% efficiency. He was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, a condition where the heart struggles to pump blood effectively, leading to symptoms of heart failure. Normal heart function sits between 55 and 70%. Below 40% is classified as heart failure. At 25%, Ray J's heart was severely compromised. Sonia Norwood described the moment doctors delivered the news. Every other word that was explained to them was life-threatening. She said they were told that if he had not checked himself into that hospital, he could have had a heart attack. Ray J himself went public in a series of Instagram live sessions shortly after. In videos that circulated widely, he said doctors told him he doesn't have much longer to live. He pointed to his chest and said the right side was black from alcohol and drug use. He admitted to drinking 4 to 5 bottles of alcohol a day and taking up to 10 Adderall. "I shouldn't have went this hard, bro," he said. Friends around him in the video urged him not to listen to the doctors, telling him he'd live to see his children grow up. But the tests had already told the story. The medical damage had been building for years. Alcohol cardiomyopathy is directly linked to sustained heavy drinking over time. Cocaine, amphetamines, and stimulants are directly toxic to cardiac muscle. Ray J had been open about using both, and what appeared in the hospital results was the accumulated cost of that use finally hitting a wall. Now add the personal chaos that surrounded all of this. Ray J and Princess Love had been married since 2016 and share 2 children, Melody and Epic. Their relationship had been marked by years of on and off divorce filings and public tension that never fully resolved. Then on Thanksgiving 2025, everything exploded. Ray J went live from inside his home, immediately ranting that he was having the worst Thanksgiving of his life, claiming someone was trying to take his kids, and that he was being threatened. The couple's children were present. Crying was audible on the stream. Princess Love was visible holding their daughter during the confrontation. Ray J was arrested that night and charged with 6 misdemeanor offenses, including child endangerment. He was booked and released on a $50 bond. Princess Love posted on Instagram shortly after with 3 words: "Enough is enough." A restraining order prevented Ray J from contacting Princess Love or his children. He said publicly that he hadn't seen his kids since his health worsened and that the mother of his children didn't know how serious his decline had become. Eventually, a hearing in San Fernando amended the protective order and granted Ray J unlimited contact with Melody and Epic. Princess Love herself testified that the children missed their father and were worried about his health and assured the court they would not be in danger. It was a rare moment of grace in a situation that had been almost entirely defined by its worst moments. By March 2026, the public conversation around Ray J's health had shifted in a direction his family couldn't ignore. A photographer named Tommy Nard claimed that footage of Ray J performing with what appeared to be blood running from his eyes was staged, that he had been filmed applying fake blood to his face before going on stage. The accusation spread fast. In the environment of celebrity gossip, where skepticism is the default, it found a willing audience. Sonia Norwood had seen enough. On March 3rd, 2026, she sat down in front of a camera and went live on Facebook for 38 minutes. She gave the kind of specific medical detail that is hard to fabricate, confirmed the 25% heart function, confirmed the cardiomyopathy diagnosis, confirmed that doctors had told them it was life-threatening. She explained that though Ray J might still be seen performing and streaming, he had to do it with limitations. Doctors had told him that if he stopped taking his medication, ignored medical advice, or didn't rest and stay stress-free, the situation would become fatal. And then she said something that would turn out to be more prophetic than she could have known. "My biggest worry is that he doesn't go too far thinking that he feels better." 2 months later, he went too far. On May 23rd, 2026, Ray J stepped into a cage to fight Super Hot Fire as the co-main event at Aiden Ross's brand Risk 14 at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. An influencer-driven event, the kind of spectacle that generates views and controversy in equal measure. And Ray J, the man who had been told his heart was functioning at a quarter of its normal capacity, chose to participate. He had been telling people exactly how he was thinking about it. When someone asked about his earlier comments about dying soon, he said, "You want to see me die, bro? That's why I'm putting it all in the ring. I'm dying for mine. I'm not just fighting for me, I'm fighting for my kids." Round 1 was uneventful. Super Hot Fire threw very few significant strikes, spent time dancing in the center of the cage, and avoided exchanges. Observers noted the lack of action. Then round 2 started and Ray J came out more aggressively, pressing forward and throwing body shots. Approximately 26 seconds into the round, Super Hot Fire countered with a right hook that connected cleanly. Ray J staggered backward into the ropes and fell to the canvas. He got back to his feet, but was visibly dazed. The referee stopped the fight. Super Hot Fire won by second round TKO. What came next was the moment that blew up social media even more than the knockout itself. Ray J grabbed the microphone after the stoppage and appeared confused and frustrated. He said directly to Super Hot Fire, "Yo, I thought we had a plan." He continued, "I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get nobody in trouble." And then, do you know how much money we lost? Brand Risk Promotions announced an internal investigation led by a former federal prosecutor to determine whether anyone had attempted to manipulate the outcome. They called any such conduct a serious violation that strikes at the heart of the sport. Adin Ross pushed back on his own live stream, pointing out that the actual knockout made a fixed fight hard to believe. If it was rigged, why did Ray J get knocked out? Supa Hotfire did not publicly address Ray J's comments or the investigation. What nobody had publicly answered was whether Ray J's full cardiac history had been disclosed to event organizers or the Athletic Commission before the fight. No official statement was issued about his medical clearance. A man with 25% heart function had just taken a knockout blow to the head. And hours later, he was back in a Las Vegas hospital. Sources told TMZ that Ray J checked himself in approximately 2 hours after the event. He was photographed in a hospital bed with monitors attached to his body, shirtless, eyes closed. The medical team was investigating whether he had a concussion. He was also experiencing issues with his heart beating slower, which, for someone already operating with a severely reduced ejection fraction, is not a minor detail. He remained hospitalized for at least 3 days. He missed Memorial Day weekend with his family. Depending on how long he stayed, he was at risk of missing his son's graduation. Sonia Norwood had warned the world in March. She said he had to follow his limitations. She said the medication was important. She said she hoped he didn't go too far, thinking he felt better. He went too far. At 45 years old, with 2 children he fought in court to see, a heart running at a fraction of its capacity, and a body carrying years of damage he has openly admitted to causing, Ray J stepped into a cage to prove something. What exactly? Only he can say. Maybe that he was still here. Maybe that he was still himself. Maybe that the diagnosis didn't own him. The hospital bed says otherwise. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think Ray J understood the full risk he was taking? Or did he genuinely believe he was okay? Subscribe for updates as this story continues to develop.